Hey, everybody, Vines here with the next part 2, Final Fantasy VII, brought to you by MuchGames.ca. And just before I started recording this video, my phone went off. Just so you know, just saying, my phone went off. Anyway, so as you can tell, we're in the Ice Cut area. I'm going to try to get a lot of the items in this area. Attack from both sides, apparently. Meat status, unfortunately that will affect Cole. Actually, it would affect Colette too, but it wouldn't affect me. Because I have the ribbon on. But anyway, we'll use a white. Bit on that, but okay, we'll do that. Why not? God damn it, phone, stop going off. Good thing is magic does not decrease in damage when you're mini, it's just a physical attack. So, at least those small colors. Yep. But anyway. So, this video is going to be interesting. I have a few things planned. There's even going to be an optional, well, an optional boss fight in this video too, if I plan it out right. Now, if you do what I'm about to do, and then it shows up, it's actually going to take you back out to the world map, which is what I actually want to do. And you might be thinking, geez, Ron, you did all that snowboarding, you went down to this area, and now you're leaving already? That sounds kind of crazy. It kind of sounds fucked up. And you might think that, but actually no. It's actually good. Now we're back on the world map. And you're probably thinking, where's this to? I don't remember this. Well, Ice Gate. If you climb back, and you can't get in the battles by the way here, if you go all the way back up this path, you see Icicle Village there. So we can actually head back to Icicle Village. But we're not. Yeah, I'm gonna save, because I just picked up what I wanted. Well, one thing. Well, I just want to show something, so now we're in the Icicle area. And we'll use a tent. And let's go back in. So this is Icicle Gate Mountain. You can go either way. I'm going to go to the right to start our journey. Now, I will say this has an interesting concept. And it's not actually a concept you see a lot in Final Fantasy games. So I had to take a sip of my Miller Genuine Draft beer. Yes, I'm actually having a beer while I'm recording this. Usually I have a tea, or water, maybe a Pepsi, Gatorade, maybe a bit of coffee. But, yeah, in this game, and I don't really remember seeing a lot in other Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy 9 kind of had something. Final Fantasy 10 had nothing. For it. 8 didn't. And you're only in a lot of snow areas when it came to Final Fantasy 8. But anyway, the longer you're out in the cold, it's not on the world map either, it's just in this section. The longer you're out in the cold in this area, you will eventually pass out. You won't die, but you will eventually pass out. So, the longer you're out in the elements, basically. And that's something I like, actually hated at first when I played this game. I liked the concept when I first played this game, but I hated it because I was so close to a certain part. And when I played it back in the 90s, and I'll show you that in this video. And then the unthinkable happened. And then I was like, oh crap. I have to go and do this all over again in order to, you know, get what I want. And it kind of has in correlation with the optional boss, actually. And no, it wasn't the optional boss killing me, it was something else that happened. But what we want to do is it this way I want to go? I think it's this way I want to go. Okay. So as you can tell, I'm editing out battles. All I do is press a button on my keyboard and it pauses the video. It's magic. I'm a wizard. No, seriously. But yeah, do you want to come up this way? Because there is something. I think it's on the next screen actually. There actually is some material that you can find around this area too, by the way. One of them being this one. Added cut material. I don't think you can get that anywhere else. So I will go down and I want to equip it. But I will actually go down and tell you what it does. Because you're probably wondering. Added gun. Attacks simultaneously when paired with magic. Material. So, yeah. It's kind of like... It's good. It's not bad. And then you remember we had added effect and... Yeah. Here's what I'm looking for. So, there's actually hot springs here. Now, I do believe I want to go back this way, is it? No, I don't think it is, actually. This could cost me. I don't think this is where I want to go. Then again, we haven't been down here long enough to really be any kind of danger of... No, this is not where I want to go. And fuck the phone. And I'm back. Freaking goddamn motherfucking, telemarketers or whatever the hell it is. That's what that number was. So I basically just let the phone ring. I hate those telemarketer calls, man. Can't be as bad as the time the telemarketer. Here's a funny story. Here's a good story. Never talked to a telemarketer, but they called. They left a voicemail. Because some of them actually do that these days. Leave a voicemail. And this guy was probably from India or something like that. You can tell he had an accent, and it was definitely like, someone from probably India. I don't know. And I'm not just saying that. I have no problem with anybody. But I'm just thinking that's what the voice... It sounded like that. Could be completely wrong. Anyway, it was from one country, basically. And I'm just assuming it sounded like it was from, like, around the region of India or somewhere like that. Anyway. They called. I never answered it. And they left a voicemail. Basically saying that we owed money to the IRS, or that I owed money to the IRS. And that if I didn't pay up the money for the IRS, or pay a fine of like $5,000 or whatever it was, that I could be facing jail time, and things like that. And I thought to myself, well, this is kind of, and what makes it funny is, I knew it was a scam to begin with, but the funny part is, I don't live in the United States. I live in Canada. There is no IRS in Canada. There is a Canada Revenue Agency, which is similar, basically our version of an IRS, but I don't pay American taxes. I don't live in the United States. And basically, basically the message from him was saying that, and it was like, if you do not pay this, you could face up to 5 to 10 years in a jail facility. Please call this number and give your credit card information. And I'm actually making fun of the voice, so he's doing sorry. But give your credit card information, and to avoid the jail time, our contact number is blah blah blah. And thank you for having, thank you and have a good day. And that was the end of the message. And I thought to myself, I had to play the message for my parents. And I wish I could have kept the message, because I would love to put the phone up to this mic right now and play the message for you guys, because it was so funny. And in here, anyway, so it was so funny. And so if you have any kind of funny telemarketing calls or any kind of things like that, feel free to kind of share in the comments below. I would like to hear them, because it's just stupid. Like, I'm in Canada. I don't have anything to do with the Americans when it comes to taxes. Yes, I make money off YouTube, but I don't report, Maker Studios or whatever, views for, all these different ones. A lot of them are in the United States, but in the United States, you don't have to pay taxes to the Americans. You have to pay it to your country. So, I found it so funny. And I was just like, oh my god. And by the way, we're on the right track. If you've been following what I'm doing here, we're on the right track to the optional boss battle. And it's worth it. totally worth it. By the way, shout out to Colin 113, 112, sorry, not 113. Really, the 113. Oh, I was just playing Final Fantasy 13, that's probably why I got 132. Anyway, 112. I was recently watching his, videos recently, a while ago, and now he's finally getting back into LP and stuff like that. But this, so, Zelda, Link to the Past, games like that, Sonic 3D Blast. I have to start watching it still. But, I do see it. Now, this is the part I was talking about. I actually got up one time into this area where you just saw this business that, and by the way, you have only so much time to do this. You have to touch the hot spring in order to touch her to trigger the plane. And that's how that boss battle that's actually a regular enemy, by the way. So yeah, Destructor, I don't know. So yeah, this little room right here, right before, just right in the middle here, like 2 steps back basically, just before you get to the person to touch them. This is back like years ago, way before YouTube and all this, back in the 90s. Just when I was about to get there, my character, Cloud, the party, passed out. Literally passed out. And then I'll show what happens when you pass out after. And I was like, crap, I gotta do this again, because I knew about this. So, anyway, we pick up the Alexander material, which is actually holy magic. Holy summon. So, that is awesome. We picked that up. So now it doesn't matter if I pass out. We can. There's other things that we can do. There's other items, tents, things like that. I think there is items that, but I'm not going to worry about that. Mainly the 2 things I really wanted were, well, 3 things. I wanted the all material. Oh no, every time you master an all material, you get another one. I definitely wanted the added cut material, but the one I really wanted was one we just got, Alexander. And of course, that ice misses is actually that we just fought. Obviously, we need to fire. Therefore, the fire 3 that Cole used was basically a dead sentence. Because I'm actually still over leveled him, way over leveled in my opinion. And yeah, using that basically took him out. Now we're probably gonna pass out soon. And like I said, that is okay. There we go. Perfect. Right on schedule. And we wake up here. You awake? No. I just flipped up for no reason. I pulled a Shawn Michaels. But yeah, seriously, we're awake. It's a miracle you're alive. You've been living here for You better listen to me. Okay, so we're going to the next room. And there's a save point, so I could technically stop the video now after this, but I'm not. So that's what happens. If you're out in the cold for so long, you pass out, and you automatically wake up at this guy's house. That's exact. So if you want to do what I did, basically follow what I did, and do that very, very, very quickly. Otherwise, you might end up here, and then you might not be able to go back, and if you can, you might end up passing out again. So, yeah, be mindful of that. And I just had to retweet something because someone liked one of my videos earlier. That's what that message was. When I said my phone wouldn't stop going off. Yeah, that's what that was. Someone liked one of my videos, so I have to retweet. Because I do that. That's the kind of shit that I do. But anyway. look everybody cold. Everybody's freezing. The only person that really doesn't look cold, well, Red 13's not really doing much. Dovey. Vincent's not kind of doing much. He's like starting kind of running in one spot. Grodus doesn't have an issue because Grodus is, well, a robot. I always knew Grodus was a robot. I always knew. And here's a cool concept. Basically, you have to go up this cliff, and there's going to be parts we can go inside. And you got to keep your body temperature up. So this is another thing that if you don't do this correctly, and you pass out, you'll end up back at the house that we just at. Just be mindful of that. So yeah, there's different ways you can go. Well, just some ways will lead to dead ends. Morbo, he can give you a good enemy skill called Bad Breath. Basically, I'm the only one that's immune to it. Cole and Colette will actually be susceptible to it. So I'm going to try to get it now. If not, I will get it in this section, maybe even off camera. Yeah, there it is. Whoop, there's what we're looking for. Bad Breath. Bad Breath is a very famous enemy skill or attack that you've seen in multiple Final Fantasy games. Yeah. And then I look over at my TV, which is on mute, and The Simpsons are on apparently. So, but that's okay. $38. I think it can't go below 32 or something like that. I can't remember the exact number. But anyway, there is a number you can't go below, and if you go below that, then you basically pass out and end up at the bottom of the cliff again. Now, there is an enemy in here that will remind you of a specific boss that we faced early in the game, and this enemy actually will have an enemy skill that we already have. And they have another enemy skill along with it. These guys are annoying. They can suck your blood, like a vampire. But they can also use something called ultrasound, which can put you on silence, and that is a bitch. But anyway, this is probably a wasted on a quick, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Whoa, over 5,000 HP. Give it on. And there you go. Yeah, like I said, wasted on a little quick, but why not show it off? Oh, and Cole level up. So there actually is an item in here, and this is actually going to be helpful too. We have another VII. So I can put this on Cole or Colette. I'm probably going to put it on Colette, because I don't need the watering. So now she's immune to a lot of status ailments too, just like I am. Sorry, Cole. You will get one eventually. But then again, we always have White Wind too, so... Javelin, that is for Bonga. Which we're not going to worry about right now. These guys cause like a lot of poison status, just like, yeah, toxic buff. Which now will only affect... Cool. Kick the boulder. Soccer time. Oh, these guys again. Bad breath. Yeah, so make it and try. Yeah, let's just make this an insult to these guys. You know. I'm probably gonna be stopping the video very soon, actually. Yeah, pretty soon, I would say. And this is a pretty good place to level up too, if you are so inclined to level up. It's not a bad place to level up, I must say. But that being said, you also want to make sure that you're well prepared in this area too. And if not, then you might want to do some training. You might want to overkill your training and go above and beyond like I kind of did before we did the Temple of the Ancients. Which, you know, was a while ago actually. Man, we're still getting this enemies, the same ones. The one I want to see is not showing up, unfortunately. And now we're back outside again. Which is okay. I'll probably make it to the next cave now, and then stop the video. Yes, there's multiple caves. Go right. And then up again. Pardon me, I had a beer. I'm still drinking that beer, actually. I had hot wings earlier, so buffalo wings. No, the buffalo wings. Yeah, that was good. And I just did some Final Fantasy 13 before this too, so a video or two. So, but anyway, let's get up here. Warm up. And I guess I will stop it here when we get in this cave. And I'll see you all in the next part, where we'll take on the rest of this cliff. So thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you in the next one. See you then.